Well, guess what? The WNBA, which believed Angel Reese and whatever she thought she heard, hook, line, and sinker, with no regards for the new WNBA fans, which now, by the way, greatly outnumbered the old ones. And you old fans, you ones accusing us of racism and all that, y'all just took an L, and a big one.
Remember when Angel Reese called out Caitlin Clark's fans for being hostile and toxic? Well, this just got awkward. The WNBA has finished investigating the claims that inappropriate comments were made toward Reese during the Indiana Fever game, and the results are damaging to her credibility. There's zero evidence to back up the accusations. No audio, no credible witnesses, nothing but online rumors. Even Tyler Marsh, Reese's own coach, confirmed he didn't hear a single thing during the entire game. Now, people are asking the obvious question: did Angel Reese and her supporters create this controversy to target Caitlin Clark and her fans? And how did instant karma strike those who spread these claims, including some well-known ESPN reporters? If you support the Fever, comment, "I stand with the Fever" down below. Let's go.
WNBA released a statement today, essentially clearing Fever fans of the misconduct allegations from the Fever Sky game, the season opener for both teams.
But here's the twist. Nobody at the game heard anything out of line. Coach Tyler Marsh openly admitted his team didn't notice any hateful remarks until it blew up on social media. When reporters asked him when he first learned of the alleged racist comments, his answer was brutally honest. When everyone else did. Think about that. The head coach of the Chicago Sky, sitting right on the bench, had no clue his own player was supposedly targeted during the entire game.
It looked like the Chicago Sky has released a statement pretty much saying, "We lied."
The WNBA launched a full investigation into the alleged racist remarks. And guess what? They found absolutely nothing. On May 18th, the league released an official statement condemning hate and discrimination, making it sound like something serious had happened at Gainbridge Fieldhouse during the Fever vs. Sky game. They used all the right language, saying racism has no place in the league or in society. The Indiana Fever quickly joined in, releasing their own statement. They said they fully cooperated with the investigation and are committed to keeping all players safe in a respectful environment.
It is embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. It is absolutely embarrassing. And the fact is that originally it's, oh yeah, you know, we're looking towards everything. Then they had to double down. They actually redacted this statement. They redacted a statement. They redacted the statement saying we're looking at everything, saying, no, we're actually not looking at most of the stuff. We're looking at a lie spread on social media that went viral. We are looking into a literal lie spread on social media that got spoken into fact. We're looking at
The Sky organization was completely blindsided, finding out about their players' alleged experience through Twitter posts and viral clips instead of from Angel Reese or anyone who was actually there. If something really happened during play, how did courtside reporters, right beside the action, say nothing? Security footage showed nothing noteworthy, and arena audio recordings picked up no slurs or insults.
Yeah, I think we agree. I think we're, in compliance with them, with the league, and obviously there's no room or space in our game for hate. So we're complying with everything that's going on out there.
Coach, when did you become aware that there was hate speech that happened?
I think when everyone else did. I think that it's something that we heard about, and so again, we're just forthcoming with anything that the league is able to do investigation.
The WNBA's review collected information from fans, team, and arena staff and included a thorough check of all game video and audio. They left nothing unchecked. Even the Indiana Fever cooperated fully, confident their supporters had done nothing wrong. Their willingness to join the investigation makes it clear their fan base had no part in any misconduct.
Oh, Tyler Marsh is about to get run out of Chicago. First things first, let's hear what Angel Reese has to say. Let's hear Angel Reese. And if you guys pay attention, listen to her voice and listen to how she's on the edge of breaking down. Very funny.
Hate speech.
Yeah, obviously there's no place in this league for that. I think the WNBA.
Let's also watch the nervous body language, the nervous twitching. Yeah.
Our team and our organization has done a great job supporting me. I've had communication from everyone, from so many people across this league, and being able to support me and going through this whole process. Obviously, it could happen to me, it could happen to anyone, and I think they've done a great job supporting us in this.
How did it affect you Saturday, trying to do your job, trying to play, and having this going on simultaneously?
Yeah, obviously it's tough, but I think I have a great support system. I'm loved by so many people, and obviously in the moment it's hard to hear, but my support system is great.
The investigation essentially turned into the WNBA chasing shadows, all based on social media rumors and unverified claims. For 9 days, the league poured resources into tracking down evidence of something that, in the end, never happened. They combed through every available piece of audio and video. They spoke to arena staff, team members, and fans seated nearby. They reviewed security footage from several camera angles around the court. Finally, on May 27th, the WNBA released their conclusion in a short but powerful statement. The allegations of racist behavior from fans during the game were not substantiated. After all the buzz, outrage, and official responses, the league confirmed what everyone in the arena already knew. Nothing happened. No racist remarks, no inappropriate behavior, and absolutely no proof to support the viral accusations that had taken over social media for more than a week.
I didn't think these things would be a topic this year. It's certainly not at this point, but here we go again.
This entire situation revealed just how quickly false stories can spiral out of control in today's social media age. The WNBA felt pressure to launch a full investigation based only on online posts with no real evidence. Meanwhile, the people who were actually at Gainbridge Fieldhouse knew the truth from the start. The gap between what happened in reality and what social media made it out to be couldn't be more clear. Angel Reese's credibility took a serious hit, and those who helped spread the false accusations without any proof need to take a hard look at how they contributed to the spread of misinformation.
Because now Indiana Fever players, all right, are getting called into question. Indiana Fever fans are getting called into question today. We got one post on here where somebody's literally calling, they're talking about there should be a boycott. That's what it really is, of the All-Star game over player safety.
Let's rewind to how all this even began, because it didn't come from anyone who was physically at the game. The allegations started spreading through viral social media posts and video clips, but none of them contained any clear or convincing evidence. Anonymous accounts shared snippets with vague captions, suggesting fans said something offensive. But when you actually listened to the audio, it was either too unclear to hear anything or completely silent. In the end, the posts themselves did all the work, filling in the blanks with a story that the actual footage simply couldn't support.
The league is also taking a big L because there's no apologies to any fans whatsoever on this totally BS statement released by the WNBA. Yeah, you found nothing. That's great. That's accurate. Guess who told you you would find nothing? The entire Indiana Fever fan base said you weren't going to find anything. But this league that has never turned a profit decided to accuse their own fans.
You know what's wild? The people pushing this story the hardest weren't even at the game, right? After the Fever versus Sky matchup ended, social media lit up with bold claims, none backed by real proof. Users began sharing clips filled with background noise, claiming they had clear evidence of inappropriate comments. But when you actually looked at the footage, there was no solid evidence. The video quality was poor, the audio was unclear, and the supposed remarks couldn't be identified. That's where things spiraled. Social media users started filling in the blanks, turning guesses into facts within hours. People began quote tweeting and resharing the claims, adding their own spin. With each share, the story became more real, even though it was based on nothing solid. The original post turned into gospel truth, simply through repetition across platforms.
I do appreciate them following up and clearing the air. However, the air should have never been dirty in the first place. This story put a stain on the start of the WNBA season. There was no question about it. It continued to paint a narrative around Fever fans and Caitlin Clark fans that is not fair, and in this case was totally not warranted.
The situation got worse when the Chicago Sky's PR team stepped in, and not in a helpful way. Instead of clearing things up, they restricted media access and blocked follow-up questions from reporters. When one journalist tried to press for details about a flagrant foul, a Sky PR rep cut them off, saying she already answered this question. That shut down any chance of real clarity. This kind of media control raised even more red flags. Meanwhile, the people who actually sat courtside, sports reporters, camera crews, team staff, and fans in premium seats, remained silent. These are the folks who would have been in the best position to hear anything offensive. And yet, not a single one came forward with any account of racist remarks. Their silence speaks volumes, especially in an industry that usually jumps on controversial moments the second they happen.
There shouldn't have been a statement until there was something of substance. Because to me, the statement itself is what opened up the entire can of worms, right? Like, I had seen the nonsense on social media. I was at the game, mind you, and it was a regular ass sporting event. I mean, nothing out of the ordinary. Fans cheered their team. They booed the other team. Good environment, fun game. They were happy afterwards. I think Fever fans were happy afterwards, of course, because their team smacked the Chicago Sky, smacked Angel Reese and company.
What really fueled this whole mess was how fast the claims went viral. It turned into an echo chamber where unverified information was shared like it was fact. Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok became hotspots for wild theories as users tried to outdo each other with the most dramatic takes. The algorithm rewarded outrage, so the most extreme posts got the most attention. Anyone who dared to ask for proof or question the claims was quickly drowned out by the mob mentality that had taken over.
I think the league's response just coming out right away and getting that investigation going.
Yeah, obviously, like I said, they understand that this is the priority. Obviously, there's no place for this, and they preach. I think 2 days before they put out no hate, no speech. And obviously, the women in this league, they know that, and know there's no space for that. And I believe that every player in this league deserves to be treated with respect and want to come to work and just have fun and have a great environment to work at. So I think they've done a great job putting that out, and we're obviously just going to respond as they need to.
Were you able to?
Damn, I really wish Angel Reese would talk and step up about all of her fans calling people all these nasty names. Oh, how being silent is such a blessing. Such a blessing it is to be silent and have nobody being critical of you.
View Chicago Sky head coach Tyler Marsh's admission that he found out about the allegations when everyone else did completely shatters the idea that something obvious happened during the game. If the supposed racist comments were loud and clear enough to upset a player, then surely the coaching staff, sitting just feet away, would have noticed. Marsh's statement proves that even those closest to Angel Reese had no clue anything inappropriate had occurred until it started trending on social media.
But the telling admission is, we found out, or I found out when everyone else did. When did you become aware? When everyone else did. What does that indicate? That the Sky did not know or did not hear anything in real time or see anything in real time. So that makes the Sky, that makes the Fever, that makes me, that makes everyone I talked to who was in the arena, everyone else who has spoken from the arena.
What we're witnessing is a perfect example of social media creating drama that didn't actually exist in real life. The gap between what happened at Gainbridge Fieldhouse and what went viral online is impossible to ignore. This should be a wake-up call for everyone to question viral claims that come without solid proof. Remember when Angel Reese was calling Caitlin Clark's fans toxic and aggressive? Well, this just backfired in a major way. Reese has spent months criticizing Clark's fan base, accusing them of creating hostile environments and making women's basketball feel less inclusive. She painted herself as a victim of their behavior, claiming they were part of a bigger cultural problem. Her message was clear. Clark's supporters were harming the sport.
That makes no cameras, no cell phones. So far, no nothing to substantiate the alleged hateful fan comments or fan misconduct or however you want to label it, which makes me question mightily what the investigation is based on. And I would love to hear on the record what the investigation is based on, because based on all the information we have, the leading theory has to be It's based on the social media nonsense.
Chicago Sky head coach Tyler Marsh has admitted.
But now, she's at the center of allegations that look completely made up, targeting the same fan base she's been criticizing. The WNBA's investigation found no proof of racist comments from Indiana Fever fans. None. That puts Reese in a very uncomfortable spot. After all her comments about Clark's supporters, the league's findings show they did nothing wrong, and the timing couldn't be worse for her public image.
A quick follow-up on it. Just because you coached in Indiana, did you ever have any issues with that while you were coaching there?
I think my focus was always on the team and on the organization and doing my job as best as I could. And so, yeah, that's kind of what it is.
Were you learning this throughout the game or just at that moment?
Oh, I was concentrated on our team and what we were doing game plan wise against Indiana.
The situation gets even more complicated when you consider that Angel Reese reportedly reshared a TikTok video mocking Caitlin Clark. The video showed several photos of Reese and included a shot of Clark after committing a flagrant foul during the game, with the caption, "White girl running from the fade." This move was seen by many as provocative and only added more fuel to the already heated rivalry. So, while Reese was publicly calling out toxic behavior from other fan bases, she was apparently engaging in some questionable online behavior herself, directly targeting Clark.
Of course, you didn't substantiate the allegations because they were baseless rumors spread online by Angel Reese fans.
The contradiction is hard to ignore. The same person who criticized others for stirring up drama is now at the center of what's become the biggest manufactured controversy of the season. Reese's previous statements about Clark's fans being the problem now come across as pure projection, especially given how the investigation turned out. She spent months accusing others of creating a hostile environment, yet her own actions and those of her supporters may have done just that. Reese's fans on social media were quick to jump on the bandwagon. Without waiting for facts, they spread the unverified claims, posted inflammatory comments, and fueled a mob mentality. Ironically, the very people who slammed Clark's fans for being toxic behaved in exactly the same way. The double standard couldn't be clearer.
Guy has to admit, once again, Angel lied. I'm sorry, bruh. It looked like she lied, and her team members might have lied, just like Tyler Marsh said, bruh. He didn't hear nothing until we heard it, bro. So if there was something going on to where it was racism involved, he would have heard it first. He'd have coached the damn team, man. And for him not to hear nothing, looking spooky in Chicago today, bro. I ain't lying, dog.
The Chicago Sky organization was left trying to contain the damage. They had to support their player while also dealing with the backlash over unproven allegations. Their carefully worded statements hinted that they understood the seriousness of the situation and possibly doubted the claims from the beginning. Even ESPN personalities who had initially backed Reese's version of events had to publicly walk it back. During a live discussion, Chini Ogwumike openly admitted how the facts forced a major shift in the narrative.
But this was put out right here. Again, hell, I thought it was fake originally. And I guess it's not. I mean, it's crazy. White girl running from the fade. There's Angel Reese right there. There's, of course, Caitlin Clark doing the responsible thing, not wanting to tank her public relations. Like Angel Reese walking away after the take foul the other night, or the other day against the...
This apology came only after the WNBA released the results of its investigation. Watching ESPN hosts backtrack in real time was hard to watch. It was awkward, uncomfortable, and said a lot about how quickly media narratives can fall apart when the truth comes out.
Chicago Sky released this statement. We appreciate the quick action by the league and the Indiana Fever to take this matter seriously and to investigate it. This process demonstrates the league's strong stance on stopping hate at all WNBA games and events, and we will continue to support those efforts. Adam Fox, Chicago Sky president, has released a statement, and as y'all can see here, man, they got to give credit to what credit is due, and I'm just interested to see. Let's just see the comments to see what some of these Chicago Sky fans said. One fan said you should have probably included in here that the claims was unsubstantial. Your players spoke on them as if they was facts. You are a truly shameful organization. This doesn't say the claim is false and unsubstantial. No apologies for all the rumors this started and how people treated the Fever organization. Admin turns off comments and delete all response. Y'all need to apologize. This is crazy. Grow a backbone, bro. So it looked like, yeah, dog. I mean, it's
Angel Reese's credibility took a serious hit. Her earlier criticisms of Caitlin Clark's fan base now appear hypocritical and baseless. This entire situation raises a bigger question. Are Reese and her supporters actually the ones contributing to the hostility in women's basketball? The results of the investigation suggest that the people complaining about toxic behavior might be the ones creating. This incident is a clear reminder of why real evidence matters. Reputations shouldn't be torn apart based on online rumors or emotional assumptions. The WNBA found no proof, zero evidence, to support the racist fan allegations. Yet for over a week, social media kept spreading those claims like wildfire. Let's shift the focus back to the players who are uplifting the sport. Athletes like Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, Sophie Cunningham, Lexi Hull, Aaliyah Boston, and the rest of the Indiana Fever. These women show up, compete at the highest level, and let their skills speak for themselves. That's what the 2025 WNBA season should be about: talent, competition, and growth, not chasing made-up controversies that hurt the game. If you support the Fever, comment, "I stand with the Fever" down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss a moment. Click the video on the screen now, and we'll see you in the next one.